guys, Sebastian here from Wallet Vintage. Welcome to our gallery. In today's video, we'll be talking about Korina wood. So you might have heard the name Korina tossed around and wonder what's so special about that wood that so many guitar players wanted and what makes it so desirable and rare. So let's go back to its history with the company that made it famous, Gibson. So in the 1950s, particularly 1958, Ted McCarthy decided to release 3 new models that at the time challenged all the trends that were in the market. And those guitars were the Modern, the Flying V, and the Explorer. And one of the things that made these guitars so different from the other Gibsons that were available at the time was the wood that they were made out of, which was Korina. Very limited numbers of those guitars were made, and eventually they became huge collectible instruments that nowadays fetch close to the 7-figure numbers. So as you can imagine, they're very highly desirable guitars. Therefore, the wood that they were made out of, it's also very desirable. So Korina is a wood that is very similar to mahogany, both in look and tone. I would say that it's slightly different in the fact that it has a little bit more mid-range bark to it. At least that's how most people tend to describe the subtle differences in between them. But they both have the same rich low end with, a high end that it's a little bit more tamed, but still very full and big. They also have a very similar grain pattern to them that can be recognized right away. It's similar in color to maple, as opposed to the more chocolatey tone that mahogany can have. And it's a wood that, well, it offers itself in a very rare circumstance. They come in very large trees that often can get infected by funguses and parasites that can kind of like damage the look or taint the wood in a way. And they're also found only in the African continent. Another name for this wood would be limba. I love it, it's really cool, it's very exotic, and it reminds me of these awesome guitars, which are 58 reissues made by the Gibson Custom Shop. These were made to commemorate the anniversary of the original run of 58s. They sound fantastic. They come equipped with custom Pickguard pickups. You have an Indian rosewood fretboard. The neck profile, for example, is really nice. It's a fat 58 profile, which tends to be the case I've seen often with these Explorers and Flying Vs. And these are just amazing guitars. I think that they're kind of like the prime example as the style of guitars that you would normally find a wood like Korina on. So yeah, I'm very excited to be trying these out for you guys. We'll be running them through this 2-Rock Bloomfield drive, which is just a fantastic amplifier. It's hand-wired by 2-Rock in California. And it's kind of like a 2-channel take on a Dumble style amp. You have a really nice clean channel that sounds big and full, and the distortion is just massive and heavy. And yeah, it pairs wonderfully with these 2 guitars. So let's go ahead and try them out for a bit. guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to find out more about us, head over to wildgracevintage.com. If you're interested in this gear, look up the links down below in the description. And if you want to support this channel, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. For more content like this, follow us on Instagram at @wildgracevintage. My name is Sebastian. Until next time.